You know that guy at the gym who just radiates confidence? The one with the perfect form, the seamless transitions between exercises, the muscles that look like they were carved by the gods. Yeah. Chris was not that guy. His first day at the gym was less fitness inspiration and more how not to work out, live demo edition. And the wild part. He didn't even know it. Chris walked into the gym like he'd just signed a contract to play for the Lakers. Chest out, chin up, eyes scanning the room like a seasoned pro. He even nodded at a guy bench pressing 100 kilos, as if to say, yeah, I'll be doing that in about 5 minutes. But Chris had never touched gym equipment in his life. The closest he'd come was carrying shopping bags from the car. Still, he headed straight for the treadmill, because how hard could walking be? Chris pressed quick start and began walking, for exactly 4 seconds. Then, somehow, he pressed something else, and the treadmill decided Chris was late for a flight. It ramped up to sprint mode so fast, his arms windmilled like he was trying to swat mosquitoes the size of helicopters. He clung to the handrails, legs flying, head bouncing. People stared. One guy stopped his own run just to watch. And Chris. He tried to play it cool, stepping off the treadmill like, yeah, I meant to do that. It's a warm-up. Shaken but not defeated, Chris spotted the rowing machine. He thought, okay, this is just sitting down and pulling. I can do this in my sleep. And maybe he should have, because whatever he was doing, it wasn't rowing. His knees slammed into his elbows, his back arched like a frightened cat, and somehow, his left foot slipped out of the strap mid-row, sending him sliding halfway off the seat. From across the room, a trainer winced. Chris, of course, gave a thumbs up like, nailed it. Next stop, the bench press. This was Chris's moment. The king of exercises. The one you brag about. He loaded the bar with what he assumed was a solid starting weight. Spoiler, it was not. The bar came down, hovered for a second, then settled gently on his chest like it had decided to stay there forever. Panic set in. His eyes darted around for help. Luckily, a guy in neon shorts appeared and lifted it off like it was a breadstick. Chris sat up, pretending he'd just been testing the safety. Chris wandered to the cable machine, the most complicated-looking piece of equipment in the gym. Pulleys, handles, attachments, it looked like something NASA would use to train astronauts. He grabbed one handle, pulled, and instantly knew something was wrong, but couldn't figure out what. That's because he was standing on the wrong side, yanking the cable across his body like he was starting a stubborn lawnmower. 3 people paused their sets to watch. One recorded it on their phone. Chris powered through, thinking, if I keep going, maybe they'll think it's a new exercise. Sweating, panting, and desperate to end on a high note, Chris decided to stretch. He grabbed the yoga mat and sat up next to a woman doing graceful Pilates movements. Mistake. He tried to copy her, but within 30 seconds, his legs were twisted in a way that looked like a medical emergency, his face was red, and his arms had given up entirely. When he tried to get up, his legs refused, so he rolled sideways like a human burrito until he hit the wall. Chris stood, wiped his forehead, and grabbed his towel. He walked out like a man who'd just conquered Mount Everest, if Mount Everest had thrown him down the side and stolen his lunch. That day, Chris learned 3 important lessons. Gym equipment is not as friendly as it looks. Pride is heavier than any dumbbell. And someone is always watching and filming. So that was the day Chris tried every wrong exercise at the gym. And honestly, he'll probably go back next week, but this time, he's starting with water breaks and a personal trainer on speed dial. If this made you laugh, congrats, you just burned calories. I've got plenty more ridiculous fitness fails and real-life gym stories where this came from, so hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and share this with a friend who's brave enough to be the Chris in their own gym story. Because here, we don't just work out, we laugh it out.